Join us on a spine-chilling journey as we explore 5 of America's most haunted roads. Welcome to the Globe Gnosis channel. Brace yourself for an unforgettable adventure into the world of the supernatural. Before we dive into the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Number 5. Resurrection Cemetery, located in Chicago. Resurrection Cemetery is infamous for its ghostly tales and the legend of Resurrection Mary. This haunted road stretches between the cemetery and St. James Ag Church, passing through forests and graveyards. According to the legend, Resurrection Mary is the spirit of a teenage girl who died tragically in a hit-and-run accident. Since the 1930s, motorists have reported seeing a woman in a white dress standing on the side of the road, seeking rides. However, once the car passes the cemetery, she vanishes into thin air. Some accounts even claim she burns her hands on the cemetery gates. The identity of Resurrection Mary remains a mystery, with some believing she was a girl named Mary Bregovy or Anna Margin Orcus. This haunting road attracts ghost enthusiasts and thrill seekers alike, making it one of the most iconic American ghost stories. Number 4. Jungle Habitat. Jungle Habitat is a completely abandoned animal theme park turned into a somewhat terrifying recreational area. When the decision was made to shut down the New Jersey Safra-themed amusement park, the powers that be thought that simply abandoning the grounds would be enough to take the wildlife out of the park. However, they neglected to remember one key fact about the abandoned jungle's untamed beasts: they're hardwired for survival. The first reports of the abandoned space being not so barren came a few years after the initial closure of the park in 1976. When West Milford residents voted against the expansion of Jungle Habitat, the current owners, Warner Brothers, cut their losses and stepped away from the unlucky theme park. Leading up to this decision, there were troubling incidents of visitor attacks and diseased animals on the loose. From the first days of the park's opening, it became apparent that no one involved had the slightest notion of how to run an entertainment spot filled with wild beasts, and closure seemed like a much simpler option. In the aftermath of the shutdown, there were difficulties. It was rumored that a binge drinking session of some locals had led to an impromptu late-night hunting party that killed more than 30 of the park's more exotic animals, including lions, zebras, and elephants. A horrendous pile of carcasses was left behind for more than 6 months due to both parties refusing to take responsibility. Without any supervision or structure to regulate the park, Jungle Habitat was forgotten, and the wild things crept back in. The park itself has become overgrown and wild, and the buildings have been reduced to ruins. More than 40 years later, the park finally looks the part of a jungle habitat. Don't take our word for it, though the space is still very much accessible and a compelling scene for those with a passion for exploration. Just make sure you watch out for the creatures within. Number 3. Ginny Jump State Forest, located in Warren County, New Jersey. Ginny Jump State Forest is adjacent to the infamous Shades of Death Road. This 7-mile stretch of terror, running near I-80, is steeped in gruesome legends. Tales of murders, lynchings, and a deadly malaria outbreak have given rise to its foreboding name. Ghost Lake and Bear Swamp are other areas associated with spooky stories. Shades of Death Road is rumored to have witnessed brutal murders in the late 1920s and early 1930s, with victims including a man killed over gold coins and a woman beheading her husband. Another local resident, Bill Cummins, met a similarly brutal end. The chilling legends surrounding Ginny Jump State Forest make it a must-visit destination for thrill seekers and ghost hunters. Number 2. New Orleans City Park. Legend says a rich local man donated a collection of statuary with the stipulation that they create one statue to pay tribute to his deceased daughter, Mona. The details around the legend of Mona's death are murky, but supposedly Mona and the sailor she loved used to walk hand in hand through what is now New Orleans City Park, but their love would not last. One version has her father forbidding the romance and Mona killing herself. Another says the sailor didn't really love her, and when he dumped her, the reaction from Mona was so violent that he killed her to silence her. Sadly, people eventually destroyed her memorial statue in City Park. Today, she's said to haunt young lovers who drive down Mona Lisa Drive. Couples hoping to do a little parking along Mona Lisa Drive may hear a woman moaning in heartache and even scratching at their windows. Number 1. Haynesville Woods. Route 2A, which runs through the town of Haynesville in the southern part of Aroostook County in Maine, has been a death trap for years and years, and now it has the ghosts of its dead to deal with too before driving the road. It's about this road. The song is more about how dangerous the road is during the winter, but it's plenty scary the rest of the year for other reasons. With all of the deaths this stretch of road has piled up, it's only natural some scary stories would emerge. The most common involves a woman trying to beg for help after a car accident involving her and her husband. If you choose to help her, however, you're overcome with a deep dark chill and the woman disappears. The other most common ghost sighting is a small girl who was killed by a semi while walking down the road. Whether you choose to venture these haunted roads or not, at least now you can say that you know some of the scariest stories that American roadways have to offer. Do with them what you will, but be careful out there, folks. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out our other spine-chilling content. Thanks for watching, and happy haunting!